saw a headline.
When I'm up one year here, actually, on January 16th, I posted a vidya or a story about a teacher getting into a 1v1 with a student. I believe he was 15 or 17. We need to see it because this is an opinion based. And chat, I want to hear from you. Well, wait for it. I want to hear what the chat thinks as we give our opinion. There is vidya of it, so yep, there it is.
Fuck yeah.
And it has to show the whole thing.
Student.
So I want to see the whole thing because there's probably more context, but we only have 2 minutes of vidya. So go.
That's all I need.
Run the tape. Explicit language, by the way, too.
Is you
why your voice cracking, my nigga?
Make sure chat can hear what the kid's saying to this guy.
Come on, bro. Yeah, walk the fuck back, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. Got me bent, bitch. What? Bro, I'm on, bro. Did you really say that shit, bro?
You probably should have sent him to the office by now.
Everybody's saying that shit, my nigga.
You don't think he's probably already tried?
Bro, they're not shit, bro.
At this
point?
point?
Yeah, understaffed.
He's standing for a reason, right?
Stop fronting, my nigga. You know you said that shit, bro. Come on. Bro, say it too,
He's
bro.
taking his glasses
Right here,
off.
bro.
Okay.
Everybody's watching,
Okay.
my nigga.
Mm-hmm. Wait
You
for it.
ain't telling me shit. Bro, I'm on, nigga. So you a whole ass bitch, bro. You don't know, my nigga. Come on, man.
Man, if we gonna take him.
Ooh, he said cut straight up.
Apple bowl head. Get him, OG. Get him, OG.
So you say that shit or what's up, bro? You say that shit, bro? You say that shit or
He's a
what?
super skinny kid, too. I don't know what he's thinking. He does need to get put in check. Oh, that's a slow punch. Popped him. Bad habit.
He's got the phone in his
Radio
hand. Phone. Smoking with a fucking iPhone. Yeah, he wasn't kneeing him. He was just
Nope.
But he's that phone, man.
Did throw the first punch. Oh, he's hitting him with a weapon.
Yeah.
The little dude just jumps in for a minute, then he hides. Look at him. Yeah, he runs. Oops.
Who hit me? All right. So, chat, you've kind of had an opportunity to see that and kind of weigh in, and like, I don't really feel one way or another in terms, like, immediately right off the bat, the kid needs a licking. Obviously,
He does.
Obviously needs a licking, and you know, I don't know what it's like to be raised in these kind of school systems. Like, I've never been in this kind of. My school system sucked. I have been abused by teachers before, not to this extent, but.
Dude, in the urban school system, man, like I know, like growing up when I was in Grand Rapids, like we were fucking awful to the teachers, but they also like were usually super old white dudes, like old as fuck, or super old white ladies. And now they're retiring, and we're getting a new generation who's like, fuck those motherfuckers. I'm not dealing with little badass kids, and they're not getting paid good, and they don't have a lot of help. I'm not excusing it, plain devil's avocado, but in this case, being the adult and the teacher and swinging first probably wasn't the best look. You know?
Yeah, it's obviously this kid needs a licking. However,
for sure.
This is a teacher. This is not a parent. You know what I mean? And the swinging first is a big thing for me.
He wasn't defending himself.
He was not defending himself. Words are not weapons. Words cannot hurt anybody, man, and with violence. And so, yeah, the kid does need a licking, but not from the teacher, man.
That's where you go to one of the little homies, say, hey, here's his name. I got his address here. Go fuck him up.
Go fuck him up.
You know what I'm saying?
And then not to mention the fact that he's smoking him with a fucking phone.
I know, that's the worst part. He's got a walkie-talkie in his fucking hand the entire time.
He's trying to tell. Like, I think he was trying to call. Yeah, I think he was trying to call somebody, and then eventually couldn't. And like I want to be honest with you, the kid deserves a licking. You know what I mean? Like if this kid is running his mouth and all, like sure, and a licking comes in all kinds of sizes.
Walkie-talkie in that strike right there.
Yeah.
That's whole shit. I don't care how old you are, especially an adult with a kid.
That's aggravated assault with a weapon.
Yeah.
So because that could do serious damage in bodily harm if, you know, to the phone to the temple like that, man.
Oh yeah,
So
he could literally
so
could have killed the kid.
it's fucked up. It's fucked up. This kid is a fucking asshole, man. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah,
Like
he's a little cocksucker. He deserves to get beat
like
up, but not with a weapon
I've
by an
been in
adult.
this position. I've been in this position where you think you've got the momentum of the class behind you. You're standing up to authority, and you think you're doing what's right, but this is not what's right, man. This is not what's right.
If he
Like
would have
holy,
caught him with that strike there, he
oh,
would
he
have
would have
fucked
been
him up.
done, man. He would have been done. And this serious damage to a kid. This kid's an asshole. I'm not excusing anything the
Yeah,
kid
but he's
did.
barely even through puberty.
And look at him
Super
square up. He's got a
small.
better game. He's got a better square up game than the teacher, and he gets him good right there too.
He tried to take him down. Though.
Yeah,
That was
this
the
is
best idea.
this is child
This
abuse.
is where you need Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
And
If
this
that
is
kid
where
would've been in
and stop
jujitsu,
it,
he
stop
would've-
it for a second. I hate it when people get into a fight and all they do is hang on to somebody.
Well, look at here's like a parapro coming in or a fucking one of them people trying to separate it, and he still
Yeah.
continues to charge after the
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
So that's where it
yeah.
exceeds, street justice and turns into straight up assault on a child,
Yup.
and it's not kosher. Old dude's a
Yup.
bitch, young kid's a bitch. This right here is a scene of bitch ass.
And you know what? Like there's like it's incredible to see what teachers have to deal with today. I never had imagined that to see a child square up to a teacher like that. Like I had it with teachers, but I never in a million years would have thought I would
Yeah.
square up to a teacher. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
And like I've had teachers when I was in grade 4. They grabbed me, bear hugged me. He picked me up over his shoulder, and he tried to carry me to the principal's office. And like I kicked and I screamed so much, and I was hoofing him in the chest, and I was pounding him on the back, and yeah, I never saw that teacher again. But the thing is that it's like, man, I can't condone a grown ass man beating another child. That is not in self-defense. Had this kid swung on him, to use some level of restraint or defense and restraint to hold that kid down would be totally acceptable in my opinion. Totally acceptable.
Even if he just like subdued him, it'd be a little much. Like but he's just holding him down.
Even
He's straight up
actually,
squared up to fight the kid with a weapon.
In fairness, the level of aggression that's coming from that child. And actually, you know what? I can't even excuse it. I was going to say that because he's getting so much closer to the adult, but the adult was on the other side of the room and actually walks towards the kid, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like the kid.
Disrespect.
Yeah. The kid was standing his ground, and the teacher walks right up into the bubble. You see what I mean right here?
Yeah, he should have went and beat.
He does
his dad
square up
bad.
a little bit. He did, like the kid is okay. So like, but I'm saying like the adult does nothing to kind of like get away from the situation. I'm not like I can't condone anything. Like I'm just thinking like at a certain point, if this was me and I had someone like getting in my bubble, squaring up, very aggressive like this, I would understand a preemptive attack, right? There's no reason you need to wait to be struck. There's no reason for that. If someone's being aggressive and they're in your bubble, I feel you have the right to preemptively defend yourself.
Yeah, but as an adult teacher, and a little loudmouth, little skinny, tiny little punk. It's really tough. It's like, man, this is another prime example of jiu-jitsu would have been a thing. And even if the teacher who wanted to get physical
and just the way he
grabbed him right away and squeezed him up and held him until the people came in and grabbed his ass, that'd be different. Like, listen, I was worried this kid was a threat. I subdued it, but instead he straight fought him like they're in the streets.
With a fucking phone in his hand. Like, I can't get over it.
And his buddy, who's got the phone the whole time, eventually throws a couple punches. Whole bitch. Because as soon as the teacher looks at him, he hides behind the desk.
Right. You should have got in there. But anyways, I don't blame them. These are children, man.
Oh, yeah. The girls are like crying and shit.
A third of his size. Easily. I put that kid at like, what, 100, 115 pounds? I put that adult at 230, 250. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm a mama. He said it like 40 times in a row. And then we got dude from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia comes walking in.
Walks right in there. I got this. I got this.
Settle down.
Yeah, that's the guy from American Pie. Yeah. I puts down the apple pies, comes rolling in.
The teacher looks like, who hit me? What happened? Like nobody saw it. Like he's like, who hit me?
He saw it. He knows exactly who hit him.
It's like, bro, you were out here wilding, man. Keep that shit at home. He came in here with his Nikes on, with his graphic tee, like not giving a fuck. Bryce, he's like, bitch, say something to me, youngin. Say. Like he should have. You know,
Like,
again,
nobody should
this
have
dude
to.
seems like an OG who shouldn't be probably teaching full time.
Now, who
You know
knows?
what I'm
Maybe he's
saying?
crazy passionate about it. Who knows? And then who know? Like, I'm not condoning it, but again,
Boys off the
who
hinge.
knows how many days? Like, who knows when this was actually taken? I'm assuming this was posted to Twitter relatively soon to it being taken. So it's January. You're halfway through the season. You've been probably tormented all year. Maybe,
E&J in your coffee.
yeah. But there's
Yeah.
avenues that you have to take to write this, and striking a child with a phone. I think he's 15. My
Yeah,
boy's
it's
gonna
in
be 12 in
14.
a couple. Really? 14?
Yeah, 14.
My boy's gonna be 12 in a couple months.
So
And
2
he's
years older than your
85
kid.
pounds.
Yep.
85 pounds. So, anyways, they're both in the wrong. 100%. 100%. They're both in the wrong. And I hope, like, this kid's got a paycheck coming. That's for sure. From the school district, from the city. And I just hope that, there could be some kind of lesson from this, but I think that's high hopes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
High hopes. But that's the story, and we're curious what you guys think, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're getting ready for work or you're just chilling, this is Top Buds, first thing in the morning. We're live every Monday and Friday, 9 a.m. Central, 10 Eastern, and 7 Pacific. You can come chime in. We're also on YouTube with Top Buds with Rob and Pigeons. Come check the clips, the highlights, all the fresh and clean content. I guess not clean, but it's edited, and it's it's the clips, I guess you could say. It's over there on YouTube. Zaza's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. He better swing like he did my son. You damn right. Yeah, that's exactly. And Zaza, that's a really good point. Imagine if that was your son. Imagine if that was your son. I've got a lot of talking to do to him. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, this is the thing that could happen. If somebody could have shot you with your fucking loud mouth.
I'm assuming based on the way he's treating
his dad ain't shit probably too, unfortunately.
No, he has no.
He has no. But it's like,
That's what I'm trying to get at. Look,
No.
that's exactly what I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to say, based on how he's standing up to trying to figure out the word of it, a member of authority, a role of authority like this, just the way he is, I can assume that he's missing either one or both parents in his life. And as a father, this angers me, because that's exactly what this boy needs. He needs a role model in his life, and this teacher was presented with an opportunity to be that role model, and instead decided to act like a fucking child himself. And if this was my child, I would be having a serious conversation with him, but I would also be having a real intimate conversation with this teacher as well, because
that motherfucker's
I would
ass too.
beat that
I'm gonna be the one
motherfucker.
disciplining my kid.
It's real clear he can't swing
Like,
worth
period.
shit, so
Well,
I got
yeah,
nothing
he's
to
an old
worry
pussy
about.
too. Like he'll get beat
it's
up. That's the problem.
there needs to be education on both sides, and I wouldn't beat him up. I'd sue his ass. I'd take him for just about everything he had. So
Yeah, that too. But I'd probably beat him with a phone.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd sue him. I'd fucking sue him, man, and get my restitution in one way or another. But it's it makes me sad, man. It really makes me sad all around, because this is happening. This is not an isolated incident. Teachers are being put in these scenarios where they're being belittled and overworked and stressed and so on and so forth. And students are still being asked to sit inside this prison cell to adhere to these archaic fucking rules and to follow along with these programs that, let's face it, aren't going to do shit for you once you get out of there. It's like, no one ever taught me taxes. Why didn't anybody teach me taxes? Fuck. But anyways, it's like, it's a broken system. And for as long as it continues to be this way, I got a feeling it's going to get better or worse before it gets better.
Yeah. Well, there'll just be more private schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that people can't afford private school. So then you're stuck in this system that you can't get out of. It's just it's sad, man. The school systems are horrible, man. We're still Rob and I were kind of talking about this before the show. We're still stuck in a fucking system that we were using in the early 1900s. The education system is the exact same then as it is now. Kids go to school, they sit in a chair in rows, they reading, writing, arithmetic, and they try to regurgitate information that's forced down their necks that has absolutely no relevance to the life that they're going to live once they get out of school. And it needs to change. It needs to change.
Yeah.
And I think once that process starts to begin, that's when I think that tensity in the classroom will start to dissipate.
I agree, man. I think it's the system is broke and nobody really pays a whole lot of attention to the kids besides those without a lot of influence. You know,
Yup.
it's one of them things,
It's
man.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Want to hear from you guys. As we mentioned, right here, we're not going to shy away from conversation over here on Top Buds. We identify as truth-telling reporters and investigators, and we're going to continue to do that duty. It was a great show this morning. I think we're going to get out of here. We'll fire off a raid. Don't forget, you can actually follow us. Did you enjoy our input, or did you not? Come let us know on our own profile. This is ROB CLTV, Rob CLTV. You can find him here on Twitch. He's also on YouTube, man. You can check him out. Rob Vlogs. Make sure you check that out. Some really good intimate shit over there as well. Cannabis Lifestyle TV. You've probably heard of it. That's him and his buds over there. Cannabis Lifestyle TV. You go check that out. And
Appreciate you, brother. This
thank
guy
you,
over
man.
here, Pigeons 420. You may not know him. If you don't, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. But yeah, he's live like all the time on Twitch. Otherwise, over on YouTube, everything's consistent with Pigeons 420. Otherwise, the pigeoncoop.com, you can find all of the things. But we do have our homeboy, It's B. Your motherfucking dig is live, and I think we should hit him with that young raid.
Oh, yes, we should, baby.
Hit him with that
Yes,
young
we
motherfucking raid. Here,
should.